along with having the background and the experience to know, like you said, the scene, when you walk up to either a crash site or something, you know what's going on. But to the voters, they don't know your background so much.
That's right.
They want to know that once they elect you, they can count on you to do what you say you're going to do.
Absolutely.
What can you say to the voters that lets them know that after they elect you, you're going to represent the office, you're going to do the right thing, even when no one's looking?
Okay, thank you. Well, again, I will go back to my whole life. My whole life has been devoted to public service. I started out in the United States Army when I was 17 years old. Went to the Army, I did a tour in Vietnam. And right after that, when I got out of the service, I went right into police work. I've been a police officer for 38 years. With that 38 years, I've learned what integrity is all about. I know what integrity is. I know that what dependability is. When I came here to Waco in 1980, there were two judges in Precinct 1 back then, John Cabanis and Joe Johnson. They were two of the best justices of the peace that I have ever seen in my whole life. And they were available. They were at the courthouse. Both of them had an office at the courthouse. They were there every day, Monday through Friday, and they had regular hours at the courthouse. And that's what I want to do. I will be at the courthouse, and I will have business hours. I'll be available when the officer needs me or when any citizen needs me. You know, when you go to the courthouse, you expect to be able to see the judge and conduct your business, whatever that may be. And that's what I want to get back to. I want to be there for the people, and I will be.
Give me an example or a situation as to where an officer might need you.
Officers need you daily because in their course of work, they're conducting these different investigations, and they have to, when they're involved in these certain cases, they may not have enough at the beginning to actually make an arrest. So they build a case. They follow up. They get additional information. They build a case, and then it's time to go arrest the individual. Well, they have to come to the judge. They have to bring an affidavit that says that they have A, B, C, D, and E. And all these are elements of the crime, and they request an arrest warrant. And that's where the JP comes in, where he or she will sign the arrest warrant. Mm-hmm. And then thereby the police can go out and actually arrest the individual and start the procedure to get the crimes prosecuted.
So in Precinct 1,
yes,
the office that you're seeking, has that been taking place, or is that not quite as it should be?
Duke, it's not been taking place. I've had several of my law enforcement friends that work for Waco and work for the sheriff's department that say they go to the courthouse to try to get an arrest warrant or try to get an affidavit or something signed, and there's no one there. And they have to go to Judge Villarreal or one of the other JPs somewhere else to get something signed. And that's not right.
Give me a description of where your precinct covers.
Well, Precinct 1 is the largest precinct in the county, and it covers basically all around the lake, Lake Waco, and then it comes south, over around the Heart of Texas Coliseum, that area there, mm-hmm. Into Woodway. It follows Loop 340 and goes through Hewitt, goes through Robinson, and then goes back down south, goes to Lorena, and goes all the way down to Bruceville Eddy, all the way down to the south end of the county. So it's a pretty large area, and that's why there's two judges there, Place 1 and Place 2.
Mm-hmm. And you're running for?
Place 1.
Place 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so election's coming up soon.
Yes.
Who specifically can vote for you, and when is that?
Okay. The only voters that can vote are registered, of course, have to be registered, and they have to live in Precinct 1. Precinct 1 basically covers all around the lake. It circles the lake. The Lakeshore Drive area all the way down, the Heart of Texas Coliseum takes in that and all those homes around there. Comes south to Woodway, follows the Loop 340 there to Hewitt, Robinson, and then goes south to Lorena, and then even all the way down to Bruceville Eddy. Only registered voters in Precinct 1 can vote for the Justice of the Peace, Precinct 1, Place 1. And that election will be held on March the 6th. That's a primary election. And it's a short time from now.
So if you win by one vote, you're in?
Not necessarily. I mean, there is a margin, and I'm not sure what that is, but there's a certain amount that they could do or I guess by one vote, yeah, I guess they just do a hand count or something like that. That's what it is, yeah.
And so it's just you, or you're the only other candidate, you the only Republican challenger for that seat?
Yes, sir. Just the incumbent and myself.
Okay, so you live here in Hewitt.
Yes.
When you go to the grocery store, you see friends, family members. I'm sure you've got grandkids. I saw your little girl running around.
Absolutely.
I can see that you're in it for the right reason.
That's right.
To the voters, what do you say to them?
Well, again, I have my reputation. I go to church. I attend church at First Woodway Baptist Church here in Woodway. I've been there for 22 years. I am in the Rotary Club. I'm a Rotarian with the Waco Sunrise Rotary. I hold office there. I hold the office of Assistant Governor. When I do something, I do it. And my wife gets on me sometimes because I go overboard sometimes. But that's just the way I am, dude.
Right.
When I pick a topic, something to do, I go after it, and I give my 100% to it, and that's just me. I have lots of friends. I walk around this community. I shop in this community. I see my friends day to day, but my friends aren't enough. I need to get a little bit further out there. So,
what do you see? What do you see as the future for McLennan County?
I think the county is doing great. We got new county commissioner. We got Abel Ranger down there doing the job, and I can just see things getting better and better. And I feel that once I get down there, it's going to be a little bit better too.
Let's talk about drug cartels, and we kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. There's MS-13 in Waco.
Yes.
What's it going to take to push these guys out?
I think it's going to take an aggressive law enforcement presence, and I know that Waco is challenged with that, the city of Waco, because most of it's in the city, but I know the county is too, and I know that both those agencies are dedicated to it. But I think it's going to take a increased law enforcement presence to keep to keep the pressure on them. If they meet somewhere, the police officers need to be there. And I believe that's going to happen. I really do.
And as Justice of the Peace?
Well, they're going to come to me and bring them in for arraignment or for warrants, and I'm going to be right there when I need to be, and I will be on call. I mean, I have no problem with an officer if it's in the middle of the night to come by the house and let me sign a warrant or do whatever I need to do. I've been in service to the people for my whole life. As a highway patrol sergeant, I was on call 24/7. I don't have a problem with that. My wife doesn't have a problem with that, and she's used to it, and I'm used to it. So I want to be there for the people. I want to be there for those that need me when they need me, not when I want to get there.